Hello Eurovision fans, thank you so much for coming to my channel Eurovision Histories. Today I want to do another chart update because we are on the Monday after the Grand Final of Eurovision 2023 and the class of this year is actually doing really well on streaming and also on the charts. So I want to have a look at a few of the positions, and as I said in a previous video, I think as Eurovision fans we should want all of these artists to succeed as much as possible, because if a hit like Snap or Måneskin comes from Eurovision, it can only help the reputation. And we had a video in the final this year that kind of summarized the success of the last couple of years. And it does seem that this year there will be a few hits as well. So let's have a look. We are looking at iTunes here. I'm again using the great website esctracker.com. Loreen is doing amazingly well with Tattoo. It's #1 in Ukraine, in Greece, and Luxembourg, which is coming back next year. Welcome back, Luxembourg. Also the Netherlands, and then in Spain, Czechia, Ireland, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Poland, Switzerland, Austria, France, Belgium, Germany, Lithuania. And this, I think, is the big one in the UK. So it's in all the big markets in Spain, in France, in Germany, and in the UK. It is currently #1 on iTunes. #2 in Italy as well, which usually is very strong with its own local music. But doing that well in Italy as well is a great sign. And I am really over the moon with these results, to be honest. I hope that it becomes a #1 in the UK, because that would really help it to become an international hit. And if we go further down, you can see that it is 16th in Canada. In Canada at the moment. It's doing well in Mexico and also in New Zealand. Where is it in Australia? Actually, 4th in Australia. Slovenia, Bulgaria, and also in Turkey, which I also hope will come back. So it is already charting in countries that are not part of Eurovision, especially in Canada, Mexico, and New Zealand. And it has been increasing over the last few hours and days. And I'm really hoping that this will continue and that this will become an international hit. Let's also look at Cha 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 and Käärijää, which is also doing amazingly well. It's 5th in the UK and in Germany, 4th in Spain, and then doing really well in Sweden, Norway, obviously #1 in Finland. That's not very surprising, but look at that all over the place. It is just charting quite high. Also in Canada, I don't know what's going on. Why are so many songs charting in Canada? 78th in Canada. And you can see Queen of Kings also 2nd in the UK. Actually, let's have a look. Actually, the entire top 8 of the UK is Eurovision related. Sam Ryder is 3rd with his new song, but Loreen is 1st, Alessandra 2nd, May Muller in 4th place. So coming second last might not hurt as much if you have a hit in the UK. Cha 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 in 5th. Gustav from Belgium is 6th in the UK. Can you imagine? Blanca and Solo 7th, Andrew Lambrew 8th, and then you have a few that are not Eurovision related, but further down you see Daði Freyr with Whole again. People really seem to like that. Noah Kirel doing well. It is just a joy to see so many Eurovision songs chart so well in one of the most important markets, because if something is a hit in the UK, it is much more likely to become a hit elsewhere as well. But I hadn't finished with Norway, talking about Norway. 2nd in the UK, in Denmark, 3rd in Sweden. And it is a bit lower because other Eurovision songs are 1st or 2nd in all of these countries. You have 6th in Germany, 7th in Italy. I think maybe the Italian version might chart also, I'm not sure. And then again, 48th in New Zealand and 52nd in Canada. And then you can see that Euphoria is actually also charting again in many countries. It is always in the charts, in the iTunes charts in some countries, but it's 11th in the United Kingdom. Incredible. And then Zarra only came 16th, but she kind of has a hit on her hands because it's 3rd in France, 4th in Sweden. The Nordics really seem to like it. And it's #10 in Canada. That is so amazing. Obviously, she is from Quebec. She is from Canada. But I wouldn't have imagined that this would come 10th or be 10th in the Canadian iTunes charts at any moment, to be honest. So I'm really, really happy for her. I hope that makes the slightly disappointing result a bit easier. Now let's look at the second tier. You can see that Unicorn by Noah Kirel is doing well in quite a few countries. First in Israel, 7th in France, 8th in Belgium, and then 18th also in the UK, 23rd in Germany. Blanca in solo is doing amazingly well, 4th in Norway and 7th in the UK also. People really seem to have liked that entry. I still don't, but good for her and good for for Poland. Belgium is 4th in the German iTunes charts, just amazing. 5th in Sweden. And you can see, I don't want to repeat everything, you have Switzerland, you have Cyprus doing well. Marco Mengoni kind of focused on Austria and Germany and Switzerland. As I said in my analysis video of the voting, he got 10 points from the televote in Germany, so he might become a star in my country. I've loved him for 10 years, and now he might actually have a breakthrough in Germany. So happy. May Muller not doing that badly, not as badly as in Eurovision at least. And even Monika Linkaite and Tia and Selena are not doing badly. Also Voyager from Australia. You can check all of these results on the great website ESC Tracker. But let's also have a quick look at Apple Music. I think Apple Music and Spotify need a bit more time to update actually than iTunes. But still, you can see Cha 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 is first here, actually doing amazingly well in many, many countries. Number 1 in Estonia, Iceland, and Finland, but also in number 2 in Serbia, in Lithuania, Norway, all over Europe. And the further, I mean, what a long list of countries that it is currently charting in on Apple Music. Tattoo and Loreen also, I mean, she has a lot more number 1s actually than Käärijää. In Austria, Poland, Belgium, Serbia, Cyprus. I'm not going to name all of them. You can see them. Alessandra, you kind of see the top 10, the top 3 in the televote are also doing amazingly well on the charts. Noa Kirel, very, very successful. Number 1 in Israel, top 10 in, you can see the list, many, many countries. And this might be also a remedy for the bad result, May Muller doing amazingly well all across the board, but especially in the UK, 3rd in the UK. I mean, I guess she will have a bit of a hit. Then Zarra again, doing really well on the charts. People really found that song very catchy. They kind of didn't vote for it for some reason, but apparently they did like it quite a lot. Tia and Selena, I'm so happy for them. I think they can afford more than gas station champagne and might even afford rent for an apartment in Vienna. Well, I'm not sure. With these great streaming numbers, 0.003 still is valid, but they will get quite a nice paycheck, I think. Blanca and solo, My Sister's Crown, a song in Czech, Bulgarian, Ukrainian, and English, doing so well in lots and lots of countries. And you can see Marco Mengoni doing well, Andrew Lambrew. Amazing, really. I'm so happy. It is a sign that Eurovision is really a force to be reckoned with, because there are many, many shows that don't have as much a viewing anymore and an audience anymore than they had before, like the Oscars or some also national TV. These Saturday evening shows aren't drawing in as big as an audience. So if you want to have a hit and want to promote it, Eurovision is a great way to do that, and that can only be good for the future of the contest. Honestly, I think that. Now, we are on iTunes. Here, Tattoo and Alessandra, Loreen and Alessandra are doing a bit better than Käärijää, but he has a few more number 1s, as I can see. I don't think this has been updated yet with the numbers after the grand final, but still, look at all of this. Very, very many songs that people are really listening to. So again, I'm over the moon with this. I will be doing more updates like this one in the days to come to see whether Loreen and Tattoo actually becomes a hit, not only in Europe, but also maybe, as I said, down there in Canada, Mexico, New Zealand. That would be so cool. What is going to happen with Cha Cha Cha? Is it going to go viral? So yeah, I'm going to talk about all of that. So subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss that, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye-bye.